So I was just outside. And it's extremely windy today. It's like 35-mile-an-hour winds outside. I didn't know it was that windy, or I probably wouldn't have went outside. Because it was like blowing me over. Like my coat was like a kite. It was just like knocking me over. But I see a cop outside right now driving by. But it was like 35-mile-an-hour wind gusts, and like they kept coming in like waves, and it seemed like it was synced every time. It seemed like every time, like the wind would just, like die down, and then it would come back again, and it would hit really hard. Like 35-mile-an-hour winds, and it was like you could see it coming. Like you could see the wind like kick. You could see like the dust kicking up and stuff, and you can like hear the wind coming. It's like a atomic bomb, like shockwave come at you or something. It's like you can see it coming every time, and like every time it was like at a synced up moment when the wind is picking back up again. It's like as I was walking by corners and intersections and things like that, the wind would just like die down, and then it would just like and just like hit me really hard at a synced up moment. And just like be really windy all of a sudden for a minute, and then it would die down again, and then it would do it again at a synced up moment. It seemed like it was a synced up moment every time that happened. And there was a bunch of cars synced up, and a bunch of school buses synced up. And some people on bikes synced up. And then the wind was like synchronizing things outside of my window today, I think, too. Like I was just laying in bed looking out my window, and I think things were flying by my window synchronized, blowing in the wind. Pretty sure. And it was like synchronizing with like a cloud flying by. Like how DB says they can see through your eyes. Like I believe that shit, because like it's like there's this cloud in my windowsill, and it's like right when the cloud disappears, there's like things flying in my window at the same time. I think the wind was doing that, it was synchronizing things. And then I'll see birds out there all the time like that, just like flying in my window synchronized. And flying by outside, or flying right by the window, or whatever. So yeah, the wind was sinking again. And then, like I've said, I'll just see like things blowing around in the wind, like when I'm walking around. There'll be like a bag floating out in front of me, synced, or next to me, synced. Like the other day, like I said, or like a couple weeks ago or whatever, there's this bag rolling up behind me. And it's just rolling up right as somebody gets in the car next to me, next to the car. So things like that always happen. Things just blowing in the wind synced. And then I don't know the extent of it. Like I don't know how many of the leaves and bags blowing around are synced, but I know some of them are. I don't know if every tumbleweed that I see is a synced tumbleweed thing, but some of them are for sure. So synced wind and synced lightning thunder. There's a synced tail lift right now. He synced. A tail lift. There's a forklift outside that keeps beeping syncs, and I just know it's beeping syncs. Maybe it's not him beeping, maybe it's just his truck beeping. Maybe they're both beeping, I don't know. But yep, I think the forklift is driving around synced. Yep, I see him, he synced. Yep. Yep. So yeah, I just want to talk about the winds. And does any other TIs get synchronized wind and synchronized lightning and thunder? Let me know if you do, because I do all the time. Like every time there's a thunderstorm, synchronized lightning and thunder. Every time. I wish I was exaggerating, but I'm not. Like, I wish I was overlooking things and looking into things, but I'm not. Things sync with the harp, the other machine. Things just sync. I don't know if God is gang stalking me. God himself is throwing lightning bolts synced and throwing the wind at me synced. I don't think it's God. I think it's Satan and with this harp machine trying to play God. But I think it's synced though, whatever the case may be. It's synced. I know that it is. So yeah, it was just like the wind was like pummeling me, like I was just like out there, like I was out there pretty far before the wind started to pick up, like a lot. And I was like, well, I'm out here. Fuck it. And then the wind kept hitting me, and I'm like, and it kept doing it synced. I see the forklift driving out right when I lean into my window. Got a bunch of pallets. He's coming around with the pallets. And he's syncing with a white van and the AC fan outside my apartment. And another whitey turning in the parking lot synced with the white van. And he's dropping the pallets at the same time too. And then he's coming back around the other way with the forklift and gonna get more pallets synced or whatever he's gonna do. And he's coming around. He looks synced with the cars on the street as he turns. The forklift, man. went to this restaurant and there was always people laughing synced, and they were people were like taking a drink synced, walking by me synced, and walking by me on opposite sides of me synced, and syncing. It's like a bunch of people like laughing synced. Like I take a bite of food and this guy is like, ha ha! It's like really loud, like right over by me. He's just like, ha ha! And then there's like a bunch of people, like they have like the hibachi. I was over at Sakura, the sushi place. There's the hibachi grill where people like, you know, sit with their families, the hibachi grill. And there's people over there like yelling synced and laughing synced a bunch of times. And other people laughing synced a bunch of times. And just like the whole time. And people making plates clanging synced and shit. All the clanging sounds and the ha ha! Sing. I see blue and red and this guy walking across the parking lot and this other guy walking out to the semi. They all look synced. And then the whiteys look synced, and the other cars look synced, and the tan car looks synced, and the other cars look synced. And there's a guy walking out of a door synced with the last cars on the street. When the last cars drive away, there's a guy walking out of the door of the building, and then where did he go? Where is he? He's dropping something in a trash can or in a dumpster, I think. Look at that guy. Was it synced? Maybe he got in his truck, or maybe he dumped the dumpster and then got in the truck. I don't know. But this truck's taking off. And he's driving by me. There's cars driving out as he drives by me. And then they're gonna sync with other cars. And then the guy's walking away from the semi synced with the cars. And then there's red cars synced with each other. And then there's more red cars synced. And then the guy's getting in the semi now. And then he's gonna drive away synced. And then he's gonna sync. And then he's gonna sync. Or he's gonna get back out of the truck synced. Or he's gonna sync. I see a silver car with a red shirt and a black truck right behind it, and another car is synced, and the semi turned on synced with the truck turning, and then there's a whitey truck driving out, and then he syncs with another whitey, and a bird flying by synced with him, and there's all these cars synced with him, and they're synced, and he's walking back around the semi, and they're synced. There's a bunch of black cars synced now, black and silver. Black car turning around, doing a full 360 in the parking lot. Alright, this black car just came around, did a U-turn thing in the parking lot, and then drove by me again, and then there was a bunch of other black and silver cars with it. And the whiteys, and now nothing, and then a whitey drives out, and then he's gonna sync. Oh, this is black and silver synced. The black and silver. And then, like, the wind will, like, blow up against my window sync, too. I think it was doing that again this morning. It was definitely doing that one other day. It was just, like, blow up. I was here, like, howling in the window synced.